Welcome back on Radio African and Let's Talk Africa. And as I said before the short break, that I'll be bringing in my next guest, who is the founder of Every Girl Win, Dr. Christine Kozachuk, all the way from North Carolina in USA. So she's on the line and I'll be bringing her. But there's a message that I've just received in the studio from Dr. Erin Mabel. And she's saying that, she's been listening to the show and, she just sent brilliant questions. And also she's appreciating the previous guest, Honorable Nancy Tembo, and how brilliant she was. So thank you very much, Dr. Erin Mabel, and continue listening to the show and following the show. So let me just bring my second guest, Dr. Christine Kozachuk.
Hello, Master. How are you?
I'm good, Dr. Christine. How are you?
I am great. Thank you for having me on the show today.
Thank you. It's a pleasure. And, having you all the way from USA, it's an honor for us.
Thank you. I'm honored myself that you asked me to come on the show and share, information about Every Girl Wins today.
Yeah, and it's what has drawn me most to the work that you are doing. Now is a time that we are seeing a lot of girls, a lot of even young people, struggling because they can't find people that can motivate them to be who they can be, who they can be, and to maximize their potential. And seeing you and your organization being out there to empower them, is something that is, I was just drawn to it. So I want you, before we start, I just want you to tell us more about yourself, and then we'll go into your organization.
Yes, thank you so much. Well, my name is Dr. Christine Kozachuk, and I am the founder of Every Girl Wins Institute. And the Every Girl Wins Institute is an organization that teaches personal and professional growth development training, and I'm also the founder of International Every Girl Wednesday, which we will be celebrating on March the 13th. So we're very excited for that. I am a mom of three, a grandmother of 8, and actually, Ambassador, we just had a foster son that we've been working for 18 months to get him in our home. That he just came into our home yesterday.
Wow.
I am an author of 6 books. I'm an international speaker, and I'm also an international award recipient. And I tell people, and I'm also a World Civility Ambassador like yourself. Mm-hmm. It's a journey, for me, being 13, being pregnant. Yeah. And getting married at the age of 14 and just going through this. Wow. And having 2 more children, by him at the time that I was 18 years old, and I was going through like domestic violence, emotional abuse, mental abuse. I had no education. When I left him, I had no education, no transportation, no money, and nowhere to go. But the one thing I can tell you right now, and I tell everyone that's listening, that if I can do what I've done, and to create 5 businesses, and I still currently run 2 of them, that anyone can create an amazing life for themselves.
Wow.
Anyone.
Wow.
Yes,
wow.
Anyone.
That's inspiring. And today, the theme on the show today, I'm looking at empowerment during the pandemic. So, it's important for us to use, whatever ability that we have, even, use our influence to empower young people and to empower women as you are doing. So I just want to find out more now about the organization Every Girl Win. What is it all about?
Every Girl Wins. What we do is we teach life literacy, and that's through our personal and professional growth development training. And what life literacy through Every Girl Wins means is there's 5 of them. It's identify, understand, create, collaborate, and communicate. And what we do in the beginning is we identify what is holding these, these females back? Because I work with girls and women all the way from 16 to 60. And once they identify what's holding them back in life and they understand it, then we go on to create, what is it that they want to create in life? Do they want, a home? Do they want a business? What is it that you're wanting and you're dreaming of being in your life or doing in your life? And then what we teach is collaboration. Yeah. Because, teamwork makes the dream work.
Absolutely.
And how we work through collaboration is we actually work on, put together we have a program called CAPIT, and CAPIT is a climate control. We pinpoint what is it in your community that needs the climate control that needs to address. So they put a plan together with a team that's in their community to put together whether or not it's planting trees or, whatever it is that they see that needs to be done there. And they put that together and the team goes in there to stop, to prevent this climate control. Then the next one is communicate. Communicate is huge because so many of us females and even males have trouble using their voices. Yeah. And, they need to communicate on what it is that they're wanting in their life. And communication is very key to that. And it's just not verbally, it's also communication is listening to, what others are saying to you. So we also work on that. And then our entrepreneurship program, we have an economic and entrepreneurship program that we help with them with the, the economic part of, learning how to, balance your, your money, where is your budget going, just like that, just the basics. And then we have a program with the entrepreneurship program where we go and we help them create a business plan. And once they have that business plan, then they can go out to investors or anything like that they're needing to get that business going. So that is what Every Girl Wins Institute does.
Wow, that's fantastic. And now, just looking at the story that you just said a few minutes ago, when you say that yourself, you got married at 14, and someone who that time didn't have any opportunity for education, but now you are someone who is a very successful woman with businesses and an organization that is thriving. What is it that drove you to become who you are and to become the voice of women globally?
Well, first, Ambassador, it was my children. I have three children, and when I left him, I didn't know what I was going to do because I had no education. I had the highest education at that time I had was 7th grade here in America. And they are the ones that when I looked at them and I said, they can no longer live in poverty as I did. They have to get that education. And, they were the ones that I strived to go back to school and to build the businesses that I have to be able to create the life that we deserved. And the reason that I stand for females of the world is I know the pain that they've gone through. Things that, some may not have gone through domestic or mental, stress or anything like that, but I have. But I stand for them because I never want another female to suffer in the way I suffered. And that's the reason that I do, and I stand and I breathe it every morning when I get up out of the bed. I want that woman that's, that's in another country or here in America that's in a rural area, when they're sitting there and they're losing hope, what I want them to know is hope is we are here to support you. We are mentoring you. And I want you to know that, every girl wins. And when you think if you're losing hope or things are not going great, I want you to look up the stars and I want you to realize there's millions of females standing for you. And that is, that's what Every Girl Wins does. We stand for them every day.
Oh, fantastic. And we are inspired, and I'm inspired, and I know there are a lot of girls out there who are listening to this show today, and they're saying, I'm in the same shoe that you were a few years ago, and there is hope, and they can, they just need to believe in themselves, and they can turn their lives around. And now I just want to ask now on the countries where you are. Every Girl Win is operating. Where are you? Which countries are you? Where are your projects right now?
Right now, we are in 13 different countries, the U.S., of course, and then we are in Kenya. We are also in Haiti. We're in Jamaica. We are in Canada. We are in Uganda. We are in Cameroon. We're in South Sudan, South Africa. We are in Nigeria. So we are in 13 different countries right now.
I was thinking that I'm gonna hear. I was thinking that I'm gonna hear Malawi there.
Well, Malawi, we are working on Malawi. You and I had spoke about this, and I had spoken to the Her Excellency, the former president of the country, Joyce Bandy. I hope I'm saying the last name correctly.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Joyce Banda. Joyce Banda. Yeah.
Joyce Banda. We spoke last year about bringing it. Every Girl Wins Institute in there, and that's one that I want to work on this year to make sure that gets into Malawi.
Oh, thank you very much. And we will try our best to see how we can support you and help to initiate that, to make sure that your coming to Malawi is as successful as the other countries. And I thank you very much for taking this time coming on the show, and I'm hoping we'll have another time when we can talk more about the other projects that you're doing. And so thank you very much for coming on Let's Talk Africa.